is I would like you to, as you're singing this exercise, to press into da, the ah sound of da ba. Okay, so like da ba 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 da. Okay. Because you're saying a little bit of a da ba sound versus a da ba sound. Okay. So let's try it again. Be careful. You were flat on some of that exercise as well. So just be careful of that. Again, let's try it from the beginning. I may stop you again, but just make sure you have some good breaths. Press into the ah sound. Let's try.
Sometimes I can't hear you stop it, so just like yell at me.
Okay, or I'll do like this.
Yeah, sometimes I close my eyes when I sing too.
I'll do both. Yeah.
Okay. Da ba 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 da ba. Da ba 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 da. Da ba 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 da. Da ba 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 da. Da ba 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 da. Da ba 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 da
All right.
ba
Hey,
da.
stop right there. Okay. Yeah.
Was that a stop or just a
Yeah, no, that's a stop, okay?
okay?
Here's what we're gonna do. The pitch is off, okay? So the way you're singing it right now is you're a little bit sharp. So for example, we were doing like a da ba da ba da ba da ba da. It was a little bit on the top of the note, which
I
is
was flat the first time singing it, correct? I tried to correct myself.
yeah. So it's a little bit of an overcorrection. So what we're
Gotcha.
gonna do, I'm gonna play, and we're gonna have break it down a little bit more here, and you're gonna sing along with it, but I'll demonstrate first, and then you'll go. Okay? So da ba 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 da. Okay? So we're gonna take it about that speed. We're only going to do the first part, so only the first 5 notes going up. So it'll sound like this. Da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da. That just will stop right there.
Gotcha. Can you play the root again?
Da.
Da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba.
Good. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to just think simply push out. Okay. So
Gotcha.
da, push into the ah. Da ba da ba da ba da ba da.
Da ba da
Da. Stop it
ba
there.
da ba da ba da.
So it's da. Let's get the first note. Da.
Da. Flat.
Da ba da ba da ba da ba da.
Da ba da ba da ba da ba da.
Okay, a little better. The beginning was a little bit flat. Let's go up one.
Flat? I thought it was sharp. God.
No, no, just the beginning was a little flat. Da ba da ba da ba da ba da.
Da ba da
Stop it.
ba
Stop.
da ba da ba da.
So you're still kind of do he back here. I need da da ba da. Let's try just three.
Da ba da ba da ba da ba da.
Okay, yeah, that was better. I like it because you were pushing into the ah sound more, which will open you up. Okay. Now remember that vowels, the different ones, a, e, o, and u, the ones that we're learning, right? We're starting with this ah sound. Ah is the sound that opens you up the most. And we'll go over that in
Puts you
just a
what the
second.
most?
What's that?
What does the odd do the most?
So it opens up your throat the most.
Gotcha.
It relaxes the tension in the throat the most. Okay. By just simply pushing into ah, it does that. Like you don't need to necessarily. All you need to do for it to do that is just think relaxing. Like just don't tense. That's the only thing that will hinder ah from opening you up. Is if you're going to be your worst enemy, which is like singing with a closed throat. Okay. Da ba da ba da ba. Just those three.
Da ba da ba da ba.
Da ba da.
Da ba da.
All right, so right there, did you hear a little quiver in your voice?
Yeah.
So right there is it's just getting a little bit in the kind of your mixed register, which is a little bit higher, and so that's kind of one reason. So it's just a higher note. Naturally, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to comfortably sing that, but also it indicates that you're clinching a little bit in the throat. Okay, so with ah, remember to do it at the top part as well, like da da. Just keep pushing into it there. Okay, let's try. Just the first three notes. Da ba da ba da.
Da ba da ba da.
Okay, a little bit better. Let's try it again. Da.
I'm flat.
No, it's fine. You're not actually you're not quite flat or sharp. It's just a little bit in the back of the throat. So da ba da ba da.
Da ba da ba da.
So now you're gonna aggressively go into da ba da ba da. A little bit more force now.
Da ba da ba da.
Okay, good. That's how I want you to do it from now on. Da ba da.
I feel like every time I take a singing lesson, I have to recap. It's like I take 2 steps back to get to where I was. I knew this. We went over this stuff. I knew to sing loud and confident and no quiver in my voice. All right.
Da ba da.
Da ba da. Quiver.
Okay. Yeah. So let's try that again.
I just said that too.
So what you're gonna do? Listen, this is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna eventually bring in some particular exercises because I don't want to overwhelm you either. Okay, I've taught a lot of people how to sing.
No, this is super helpful. Yeah.
I realize that overwhelming you or anybody with information is too much. You need to focus on one or two things. So this is the thing we're focusing on, just pressing into ah and then making sure for you in particular, that's why I'm giving you that mandate of like a little bit more. But some of this, it goes into specific things of like, oh, let's learn about the soft palate and how to use it. Let's sort of open that throat a little bit more. Let's how to use the larynx. Let's learn how to use the, how the tongue affects the sound. All these different things, are the more specific things that we will learn about step by step. It's too much for right now, so let's try. Da ba da.
Da. Da ba da.
Okay, better. Think of the sound coming here. Da, like it's coming to the front of your face. Da ba da.
Da ba da.
Okay, that was nice. Keep doing that. Da ba da ba da ba da ba da.
Da ba. Is that right? No.
Front of the face.
Da ba da ba da ba da.
Yeah, that was better. That was way better. Da ba da ba da ba da ba da.
Da ba da ba.
Stop. Here. Da. Match my tone. Da.
Da.
Da. Ah, though. Da. Carry it
Da.
through. Da.
Da.
Uh-huh. Even more.
Da ba da
Da.
ba da ba da.
No, press
I
into
ran
ah.
out of breath there.
Da ba. Even annoyingly. Da ba da ba da ba da ba da.
Da ba da ba da ba da ba da.
All right, great. So actually, I really liked that. Now, it wasn't perfect, okay? Definitely some stuff to work on in there. What I liked was that you did what I said. You pushed into as annoyingly Daba, but it cleaned your voice up a little bit. Now, the reason why, as we got higher, is also its breath support thing. Is you were losing some of your breath. You kind of exerted it at the beginning, and then you were pushing from a place of kind of like half empty. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm working on breathing into my my stomach, like you were saying.
Yeah, and you don't need to do anything crazy, by the way, when it comes to like job,
Yeah.
like you don't need to do that each time. It's
I'm just trying
really
not to puff up my chest, though. You know.
yeah. You want to breathe from the diaphragm area for sure. Um,
Da ba. Sorry.
yeah. So we're gonna do like two more here. Oh nope, that's it. Actually, we're gonna per time we're going to just jump into Let It Be. Okay. So your goal with Let It. I will say this though. You are going to be staying on Daba. I don't want to give you a new vowel just yet. I really want you to focus on that and pressing into it. So Daba, okay, that's what we're gonna continue to do. I really would say I don't know how much you practice. Well, you didn't practice with the MP3 that I sent you because you didn't have it this week, but I will email it to you. I apologize. I thought I did that last week. I will email this to you, and this will help you, okay? Being able to sing along with this is the key to building your voice. So our goal for Let It Be is going to be able to sing and play in the key of G. So let's see where this is at.
Okay. I'm playing the whole thing.
Yes. Nope. Actually, I lied. Sorry, time kind of flew by. We are going to just sing verse 1 and chorus 1.
Or that's what I meant. You want me to play and sing, correct?
Correct.
Sound off?
Do you hear that?
Yeah, sounds off.
Yeah. Some is that tune. One of the strings is that tune. Sounds all right.
That one was flat.
Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, it's not as definitely not like it was. Although it wasn't completely off though. It was just that G that was slightly flat. I think it was making all the rest of the chords.
When I find myself, what came in with the first?
Find myself in time.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Okay, so Derek, here's what's gonna help you here. Is there's still just a little bit of a lack of confidence. Okay, I can't tell you how many other teachers I've talked to, studied, and all of that, and they say that one of the number one things that about people is it's a weird catch-22 because there's no confidence, but it's almost like trying to get a job without any background in it. It's kind of like, well, you don't have experience. You need people with experience. Like, how do you think I'm gonna get it? You know,
I want to go again. I can sing confidently. I think I can do it.
I know you can, but that time you didn't. And
Okay.
even in the chorus, you were like letting it really fade in terms of that. Okay, that's number one. Number two, some of the foundational things that will help you here is articulation and phrasing. Okay, so what I mean by that is you want to just I'm phrasing, yes, but I'm gonna actually say breath support and articulation first. Breath support, making sure you have the fuel for the words, right? To actually phrase them, but also articulate it. I want you to focus more on when I find myself. So, I find myself in times of trouble. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. So, pushing a good breath out and articulating. Okay, don't try so hard to like actually think of like, oh, how am I sounding singing? Kind of like sing it. Okay, because that's what I was doing just there. Now I could change it up and be like, when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. So I'm keeping it a little bit more in my head voice there. But that's how I would sing it normally. But this is technical first, okay? So articulate, say it, speak, sing it, right? And have a good breath here. So let's try it again.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Yeah. Okay. Great. You're definitely more confident. I could tell you were articulating more, and it came across because it was more clear in the way you were saying it, and voice wasn't as shaky. Also, because of that, okay. Also, nice breath. Yeah, it was there. Now, it's not perfect, but it's a step in the right direction, right? One of the things I want to focus on is the chorus. Okay, so one thing that's uncomfortable for you is the higher part. Let it be, let it be, let it be.
Even in the key of G, it still has a part that's a little high for me. It's crazy.
Yeah. Let it be, oh, let it be.
Let it be.
Yeah, think of actually projecting a little bit more. So like, let it be, let it be, let it be.
Let it be.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so it's high.
Am I flat there?
Yeah, you're a bit flat there. But what I want to start with before we kind of fully dive into projecting it is I want you to feel that it's in a different vocal range or voice rather. Okay, so you have the chest voice, your mixed voice, as well as your head voice. Okay, and of course there are different little nuances in between that, but generally speaking, when someone is learning, those are the three categories that make it easy to remember. So this particular tone is the highest one of the song, and that's why it's difficult. But you need to understand that you're crossing over into another state, if you will. You know, it's like you're going from South Dakota to North Dakota. Like you're going from one to the next, and it's a bit different. You know, it's not the same thing. It's not the same feeling once you cross that line. Okay, once you go higher. So what I want you to feel is the crossing of it, okay? So first is the feeling it, understanding what's happening, and then later on, like next week, we'll focus on more of a projecting of that note based on how you feel in it. So what I want you to do is nice and lightly, we're gonna go, let it be, let it be, let it be. I want you to see how I purposely cracked there? Let it be, be. Did you kind of hear a little bit of a crossing of a border, so to speak? So let it be, let it be, be. Can you hear that part? The be, or no?
Yeah, I can hear it.
So that's what I mean by like the crossing of different voices.
Let it be, let it be.
Yeah, don't try too hard. I just want you to actually sing it really lightly. That's all I want you to do. Let it be, let it be.
Let it be.
No, 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 no. Lightly doesn't mean lower. Just let it be, let it be.
Let it be, let it be, let
Okay,
it
better.
be.
Yeah, play the chords along with it so you have a frame of reference and you're not singing out of turn.
Let it be, let it be.
You're trying too hard to get into it too quick. So let it be, let it be.
It goes E minor D right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be.
Yeah. Okay, great. So what you just did, let it be. Like there was actually a change in that as well in terms of the voices. So that's what's happening here, and that's what's making it just slightly harder, right? So what I'd
What
like
did you?
you to do practically is practice when you're practicing this is do this a bit. Trying to figure out like let it be, let it be. Now you're gonna push out a bit for me, okay? On each one. So not lightly, but now more projected. Let it be. Like and just keep pushing until you be so you can kind of feel the crossing of it, okay?
You think it's possible to like increase your range? Like I can become like a higher pitch singer, or like that's genetics?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can get more comfortable here because this is not super high.
Gotcha.
If this was like in a different key, it'd be,
Yeah.
yeah, no, you're not a. This is fine. You can definitely learn to sing this better.
Let let it
Play the chords. Play the chord first. Let it be.
let it be, let it be.
And I want you to push out on that part. Let it be. Let it be.
Let it be, let it be, let it be.
Yeah.
My
Okay. Can
voice
you hear that?
cracks.
It's like the fluctuating there, right? It's a
Yeah.
yodeling sound. Um,
Let it be me, me. Let
yeah.
it be, oh, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be.
Part. All right, so what I'd like you to do for this is to be able to focus on good breath support, articulate the words, and feel out the high note in the chorus. That's exactly what we were doing. I want you to simply get used to what's happening there with your voice so that we can then grow on that or we can build on that feeling next week. Okay.
Gotcha. So I got a lot of, so from a guitar perspective, I'm just working on the minor blues scale, but then I got a couple singing exercises to do.
Yeah. So guitar is just the C minor blues with a backing track, making sure you're going through all the shapes. And then, yep, make sure you do the exercise. Okay, that will really help your
Okay.
voice. If you're not doing like you won't find a lot of progression if you're just waiting for the lesson to, sing.
You don't think I'll improve without practicing? You don't think like it'll just magically happen?
Honestly, you will a little bit. It just won't
Yeah.
be fast. But I know
I
you.
mean, I feel like I've gotten become a better singer, but yes, I realize I need to put practice in. Yeah.
But that's it. I'm gonna email you now. And but do you have any questions, thoughts, any Derek Theory questions?
No, not right now.
I
As
enjoyed
I
it.
watch more Jacob Collier videos, though, I'm sure stuff will come up. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
Appreciate the time today, Dan.
All right, Derek. I'll see you next Wednesday. Okay.
Take it easy.